Hi team, Sarah here with Easy Adaptive PE, your veteran APE teacher. Today we are going to talk about progress reports and how do we communicate these with families. As you know, progress reports are a really big deal. We are giving those to families at least 4 times a year, and typically they're coming through IEP Direct, right? So we're putting in the information in their goals. We're saying, here's how their progress is going. Maybe you're writing a little bit of a note, and that's that. I challenge you to go a bit further because as physical education teachers and adaptive phys ed teachers, we're not always at the top of everybody's lists, right? A lot of families and parents are like, I need the academics to be on point. I want them to be able to read, write, math, all those things are super important. So for us, I think we do need to go a little bit of the extra mile to get our profession in the minds of the parents and to really show them how we work with the whole child, how it's not just physical development, but we're also doing the cognitive, affective. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to do that. Please like, share, ring, subscribe. Don't ring, but yes, ring the bell. Ugh. As always, please subscribe. As always, please subscribe, like the bell. Oh my goodness. As always, please subscribe, ring the bell, all the things. Leave a comment and I will continue to make these videos. If you guys have ideas for what you want to learn about, please feel free. All right, here we go. First of all, why does it matter to really involve ourselves in these periods of progress reports to families? It matters because you're building trust with families. It helps to show them that we're tracking real growth with real data and that our profession is really important for their child. And if they know what the goals are in phys ed and we're making it very known, we're sending home this or that, then the families might be more inclined to say, oh, hey, like I know this is one of their goals for phys ed, let's try it. And on top of that, we can add in ways to participate in that goal while also doing those like really, really important perceived things by parents, math, reading, writing. We can add those into our goals, you guys. This is a really great way to collaborate and to help parents work on our goals as well as those other core subject goals. So you might send home a little bit of a progress note. So this might be email, this might be go in the backpack, this might go with the classroom letter. So maybe the classroom teacher sends home some sort of monthly letter and you want to do the same thing. Maybe this is a progress report that gets sent home and you're able to add in a little bit of extra. However that might look for you, just make sure they know that it's coming from you as the PE or APE teacher. And this is just a little bit of an example. It could say something like, your child joined the group warm-up 3 times this week. It was such a huge step. We're so proud of his or her participation. We're going to work on adding 1 partner activity each class, and we're really looking forward to seeing more progress. And so at this point, so I'm not just throwing that number in there, progressing satisfactorily, progressing inconsistently or accepted. Obviously those are going to be in there, but I'm also saying here's visually what I'm seeing, here's the progress that he's made, and here are the next steps that I'm going to be doing. Also keeping a lot of it jargon free. So I'm not using gross motor, locomotor, because we're thinking about parents here. We have to put our bodies and our minds in that mindset of I'm a parent. Locomotor, gross motor, I'm not going to get on my computer and start Googling what all this stuff means because we have to remember they might not know. So what I'm really being is to the point with a lot of these pieces. So I'm going to say something like, your child can now hop 5 times without holding on or needing very little assistance or holding a hand. They're doing it independently. I'm going to add little visuals and like very, very simple things like maybe a small graph, maybe some smiley faces or some kind of a chart, but something that's very simple to read and easy and they can look at it and be like, oh my gosh, they're doing great. Stars, whatever it is that feels comfortable to you. Finally, I'm inviting families to share back. So saying something like, what skills are you noticing at home? What are some things that you're seeing? Because sometimes things are happening at home that we're not going to see at school. And so to get that really important information to say, oh wait, this kiddo can do this. If they come back at you, well, like, yeah, he's been hopping for months. He loves to hop. He hops all the time. And we play this song, this bunny song, and he hops. Well, go ahead and try that in phys ed. And if he starts hopping like crazy, you're going to be like, I'm catching on to you, because you have that communication with the parents. Otherwise, you could have gone all year and not really known. So in that, right, so we've now made this progress report really meaningful to those parents. And if you want to add in those, like I said before, that math, that reading, that writing, any of those pieces, well, then they're hopping to go find the first letter in their name, and they pick up that first letter in their name, and then they're hopping back or walking back at that point to find the second letter of their name, and they're going to build their name with all of the letters that we placed at either side of the gym. Maybe we're doing words, right? So maybe it's like an older class, so we're doing words and they have to create a sentence as a group. Maybe we're going to be doing things like we have our little ping pong balls and we put little letters or numbers on the ping pong balls, maybe numbers this time, and they have to toss it into the bucket, and then we're going to count how many numbers we got, maybe or how many balls we got. Maybe it's an older class, so you're going to have them every number they have. So let's say they got a 1, a 3, a 6, all inside the bucket. Now we're going to add them all up. How many did you get? 6 plus 3 plus 1. And you could go further with that. You could use multiplication. Depending on the makeup of your class, you can really start to involve these reading, writing, and math, which are the big core ones, right? The ones that a lot of parents really care about, into phys ed, and then share that out and make it part of their goals, and really show the parents that you care about their kiddos. Because when the parents are involved, they're going to really support your program, and really the doors will open up when parents are supporting you. So I'd love to hear how you share your progress with parents. Please leave it below if you have any cool ideas, tips, or tricks. You can download my you can download my progress report template if that's something that you want to use and share with parents. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.